to answer the questions in the interview. Okay, so the intention of this program mainly is to help individuals in building their portfolio. Okay, the first and the foremost thing is how they can build portfolios using this for real-time projects. Now, when I say these are like real-time projects, what do we really mean by that? Okay, so basically anyone who are looking into projects, basically what they do is they go to Kaggle.com or they go to any other websites where they can find some predefined project, okay, which is already built. There are some questions in it. They solve that question and they think that that is the project. But in reality, that is not the project, what we are looking for. Mainly the projects of real time are completely different compared to what you guys see on over the internet. Okay, the main intention of this course is to bring professionals from real time who are working in real time. Either it may be data science, data engineering, or any other field. Okay, so our main agenda is to build projects along with them. Okay, so these projects, whatever we are going to teach you, these things you will never find it over the internet. Anywhere you cannot find it on the internet. Okay, and what kind of expertise we are providing today during this course, you will not find it anywhere else. Okay, so the main intention of this program is to build your project portfolio in such a way that after the completion of this program, you can confidently say that I have at least 3 years of experience. Okay, whatever a 3 years experience guy in an IT industry, whatever the knowledge he has, you will be going out with that kind of knowledge when you are completing this course. Okay, so the prerequisites of this particular course is that you should already know some of the courses. That means you already have completed the course and you already know the technology, you know how to write the syntaxes or you know how to write the program, but now you are going to apply that thing inside the project. So here I welcome you guys to this program where you are going to learn with project-based training. So these are project-based training. So who am I? I am Dadavali Sheikh. Okay, I'm a data engineer by profession. Okay, I work for an MNC and I have over 9 years of experience. Okay, I have 9 years of experience and I have trained more than 2,000 students in my, in the last 1 year, I have trained more than 2,000 students and a lot of students have been placed in a lot of companies in big MNCs. So that's why we wanted to start a completely project-oriented training where the students who have already accomplished or who have already completed their courses and who are looking for an upgrade, where they are looking for an upgrade, where they want to hone their skills. This is where we come and we are providing you this project-based training. Okay, so today we will be starting. Okay, this session is going to be a very short session. Maybe like we'll just carry for only like 30 to 40 minutes, where we'll be discussing like what we are going to cover in this course, what kind of knowledge you are going to gain, and what is the business scenario. Okay, basically, whenever we say projects is not about how you write the program. Okay, projects is not about how you write, how you just solve a single problem. Okay, project is about understanding the business domain. Understanding the business domain. Now, what is a business domain? A business domain is where you should know, like, what is the business scenario? What is the business asking you? What is the business problem? When we say business problem, the business problem can be too big. So what we will do is we will concentrate on one particular part of that business and we will try to solve that problem. Okay. So this is how we forward in our training. Okay. We will be targeting only a part of the business and we will be training over them. So how we are going to start are which project domain we are going to choose for our project. For this project, we are going to choose insurance domain. Okay. Now insurance domain, now this insurance is mainly of USA. Okay. How the insurance works in USA. Now we know that insurance means, okay, so where an individual takes, where individual or a customer goes to an insurance company, he buys a policy and he starts paying premium, right? So this is what we know about insurances, right? The same thing, how it works in USA, the same scenario we are going to replicate. Okay, the same scenario we are going to replicate. We are going to see different scenarios in the insurance domain. different modules in the insurance. So in this project, at least we are going to cover 3 to 4 modules. 3 to 4 modules of insurance domain. Okay, inside the insurance domain. So it can be, for example, in the insurance domain, one scenario can be agent onboarding. Okay. Now, what do you mean by agent onboarding? Agent onboarding is where any insurance company, to sell their products or to sell the policies, they need agents, right? Okay. So for that agents, they need to hire those agents. How those agents are hired? On what basis those are hired? Okay, what kind of table structure they follow? Most of the insurance companies, what kind of table structure they follow? How the data flows inside an insurance software? That we are going to discuss in agent onboarding. The next one is called as the premium. Okay, premium payment. Okay, now every customer can pay premium, right? How these premiums are paid? Okay, how the policies are sold? Now there can be one product. For example, in India there can be an insurance product, like for example LIC Jeevan Anand. Now Jeevan Anand is a product. Okay, when you buy it, it becomes a policy. So this is what we know already. Okay, how this Jeevan Anand policy can be different for different people. For example, one person can buy the same policy for 10 lakh, one can buy this policy for 1 crore. Okay, the premium also differs, the tenure can also differ. How these things are designed inside a database, how these things are, programmed inside the database, that is what we are going to study as our first part. Okay, so we will be discussing 2 different scenarios here: agent onboarding, premium payment. The third one is called as, the third one is, policy management. Okay, policy management, or we can also call it as policy template creation, policy templates. Okay, so how the policy templates are designed, how the policy templates are designed in such a way that it meets the needs of every individual. So how that business works. So these are the different modules we are going to touch. If we are able to cover these modules very fast, then we will be including additional modules where you can learn more about the insurance domain. Okay, whenever you are writing up your CV, whenever you are designing your CV, it is very important how you project your project. And when the interviewer asks you this question, how, like what you have done in your project or what is your role in your project, you can confidently say on what kind of modules you have worked, what is the team size, how you have designed it, what kind of steps you have followed in your development life cycle. Everything will be taught here. Okay, we will start from requirements gathering to developing a technical specification document, then changing that technical specification document into real-time tables, or designing those components or designing that architecture. Then we will start doing some procedural based training where we will write some stored procedures on top of this. Then we will use Python and other languages to consume this data, okay, to perform different type of exploratory data analysis, validations on top of that, and later feeding that data to machine learning to solve our requirements. And then finally, sending that data or sending that output to a Power BI dashboard where you can see it in graphical view. Okay, this is all what we are going to study in this program. Okay, so if you see, hope you are seeing my screen, right? So if you see now, this is a sample insurance domain, right? So this is a sample insurance project table. Okay, this is very lame. This is very very on the high level. Okay. Now in our real-time project, you will be studying how to design them. So once a requirement comes, once a business requirement document comes to you, how you will start designing it from the scratch. Okay, you will be designing it from the scratch, and we will be helping you out with different techniques, what you should do and how you should do. Okay, this is not something like we will show you and then you will do. It is, you will do first, then we will show you how it is done. So this would be a do first, then it will be taught. So in this way, you can gain a different ways to implement it. The first way is you will think of in a way like how generally you think. Then we will show you the corporate way, how enterprises or big corporations design this table, how scaling can be done. If the table is designed in such a way that it can be scaled in the future, if how much data also comes in, how that database is handling that kind of data. Okay. Later on, we also will show you some techniques where you can move this database to data warehouses. That would be a complementary session. Okay. How the ETL pipelines can be built after you have designed the database. Okay. But before that, you can see like how the data flows and everything. What is the relationship between different tables and all you can compare. So in this simple example, if you can see, okay, there are agents. Okay, so first we can start with insurance categories. So this is just a very generic flow. I'm going to show you here right now. Okay, basically everything is in insurance categories. All right. So the first one is like insurance categories. So insurance can have different types of categories. There can be health insurances, life insurances. There can be health and life both included. There can be property. There can be casualty. Okay. After that, we can design a lot of products in that. Okay. This is just to give you a gist of it. Okay. So if you see insurance products, right? So if you see, so there are like different products and they are comes in different categories like basic health plan, comprehensive health plan, term life plan, whole life plan. So you might have seen some agents. Yes.
DV, I'm
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you. The screen is only on the notepad still. We are not able to see some
Okay.
representation.
Sorry. Give me a sec. I think I have shared just only that notepad. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for that. All right. Hari, you able to see the screen now?
Yeah, Hari. Hari.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So if you see this, so there are like a lot of insurance products in this. All right. And this insurance products, to sell these insurance products, you will have different agents, right? So this is, you see like, okay, this is the real time. Okay. I see agents. Okay. You see LIC agents coming to your home, or you might see, they might be selling some policies. All these things that you see in real time every day. Okay. How you will design the database on top of that, how you will build a database on top of it, then how you will use that data to predict, okay, what kind of products are working, what kind of products don't work, where the people are showing more interest, where the people are not showing more interest. Okay, what kind of policies have most premium. Okay, they are like paying very good premium. There are some products where the customers might lose interest after a while. So you can identify all these kind of good and bads about your business. Okay, then you can predict, okay, what kind of products that works for my business, how can I enhance my business. All these insurance companies, whatever they do in in corporates or in real time, that we are going to learn in this particular course. Okay, so there will be a like lot of things in it. Okay. Okay, so the agents can go and then they can sell the policies to customers, right? So there will be customers. Now if you see this customer, so the customers will have an agent ID. Why we have an agent ID here? Because whenever a customer comes in the company, he will not come directly, he will come through an agent. So we will have the agent associated with them, like which agent bought this particular customer. So we will have that information here. Why it is designed in this way, that we will learn in our real-time project. Okay, why this is designed in this way, why it cannot be designed in another way. What happens if we design? Is there any effective way rather than this? All these type of techniques we will learn. Okay. Then we have the policy. Now policy is what? Policy is nothing like, okay, it is just a product which is converted, which is assigned to a customer. When a customer buys a product from insurance, it becomes a policy. It will have a policy number, when it is starting, when it will end, all this kind of information will be. Okay. And when he pays the premium, when the customer pays the premium, we will hold that premium information in this. Now, when you see this, and if you get this database from over the internet, now what do you think as a user? What do you think is, okay, maybe this is the way, in real time also it is designed. No. Okay. Whatever you see over the internet, whatever the data sets you get, maybe it is from Kaggle, maybe it is from, Maven Analytics, wherever you will get a data set, right? Those data sets are developed just to to show you how the table is. But in reality, the table structure is not in this way. The table structure is a completely different thing. So here, how those tables will look like, how those tables are designed, how the database is designed, that we will learn in one of our modules called as data modeling. We will be learning it in data modeling. Okay, we will be learning it in data modeling. The next one, after data modeling, what we will do, we will learn about different types of auditing techniques. We will be learning about different types of auditing techniques. After that, we will try to build some ETL pipeline. Okay. Okay. This will be very, very short. Okay. We will not be going into very comprehensive. Okay. We will be covering only a little of it in every concept. Then we will be starting with our Python, where we will start reading this data. Whatever the data that is generated, that data, whatever is generated, how you that load that data set into Python, how you can perform exploratory data analysis on top of that, how you can apply machine learning methods on top of that, okay, to predict for predictive analysis, or to find out anomalies. All these techniques will be applied in the machine learning. Okay. Later, after that, we will be showing you how whatever the outputs you have generated, how you will be moving it to Power BI for visualization. So we expect that you at least have a little bit of knowledge, or at least you have some certain understanding of all these technologies. Okay, you should be good with your databases. All right, you should be good with your databases. Okay, any database. Okay, it can be SQL Server, it can be SQL. You should know what is the database. So you should have that. Then, okay, ETL, any ETL tool. If you are not aware of any ETL tool, that's totally fine. We will show you some techniques. Maybe you can learn it at a later point. Then we will show you like how to import that data into Python, how you can perform exploratory data analysis on this real-time data, what kind of scenarios you will face while you're doing exploratory data analysis, and then applying machine learning models on top of this exploratory data analysis. And later on, storing that data again back to the database. Okay, writing the data back to data warehouses, writing data to warehouses, and using those warehouses to build visualization. To build visualization. So here is where the Power BI comes in. So we expect at least you have certain knowledge with all this technology, at least a certain understanding or certain knowledge about all these things. Okay, then only we can move. Okay. Now I will request Kavita to to shed some light on how exploratory data analysis is used in this project, and then we will show. Okay, and then we will discuss about the other. Kavita.
Yes, DB, thank you. So, Hari, I hope you have understood the concepts or the process that DB has said. So now,
That's correct.
let me share my screen and I'll explain you with Python and EDA what exactly we are going to do. So,
Oh,
I hope my screen is sharing now. So as DB has explained, okay, you will be understanding about the domain, you will be understanding what kind of data or what kind of tables you have and why, it has been categorized into different tables. So all these steps you will be learning in SQL and basically, in the database, how exactly the data is stored and all. Then coming to Python, after you learn all that, what we are going to see is how can we connect that SQL to Python. As you can see, this is just a sample code, to show you. So you will be understanding. Now there was a table called customers in this database, right? So in the customers table, you have seen all this information, which is like the customer ID, the first name, the last name, the email. So this data, you can connect it to your Python. And then you can use EDA, exploratory data analysis, where basically in EDA, you are going to follow this life cycle. You will be understanding about this life cycle, as you can see. So this life cycle is about understanding the business, understanding the data. So first steps comes in the understanding the business, which you will be learning from the database. Then after you connect it to your Python, you will be understanding your data there. And from there, you will be preparing the data. Now, this understanding and preparation of data falls into the EDA category. Now, what exactly, preparation you are going to do in this? So if you can see here, so this process of, that life cycle is called cross industry standard process, which we also call it as scripts. So in this, we are going to do this 2 steps of process, where understanding of the data, which means you are going to check the data, what kind of data you have, what information, that data is explaining. You are going to learn that. And in data processing, you are going to understand about data cleaning. Now that data cleaning, uh, it can be of, if there are some missing values or wrong information or some garbage value in your data, how are you going to deal with it? If there are some duplicate data, okay, how are you going to deal with it? If incorrect information is given, how are you going to correct that? You are going to see that. Because in data pre-processing only, you are going to completely convert your data so that that data can be given to the machine learning models. Because your third step after understanding this would be of modeling. So here you are going to use a different modeling techniques, or you can say different, algorithms. And then you are going to check in the fifth step which algorithm or which machine learning which algorithm, or you can say which machine learning code is working well for your data set. And then finally you will be learning how to deploy it. So this 6 steps, what business do, is comes under business understanding, like what exactly is the business need. In the second step, you will be understanding the data, like what we have to do. Do we really need the data? Is it okay to, remove some data? Is it okay to add some more informations in it? Like for an example, you might have a date column only, but you want to extract, you just want to see a month wise information. So how to extract a month data from a complete date column? So this kind of, examples you will be seeing. Data preparation, as I've showed, you will be trying to understand what kind of data, or if there are any, unnecessary values or some garbage informations, you will be removing that. And then finally, once you think that your data is ready, okay, because in data preparation also, you need to have all the numbers data. Because once you have your data in a numerical format only, you can give it to your machine. As we have learned, from the childhood, that machine cannot understand human languages. Machine only understand, numbers. So we need to make sure that our data is in numerical, or you can say the number format. And again, it shouldn't be of any number. We need to see that the data is correct, so that, the machine doesn't run into the biasness. So that you will be learning how to check the biasness of the data and all. Then once you think that your data is correct, then you will be using different modeling techniques, and you will be understanding which model to be applied on what kind of data. And once you find that your data is correct or your model is correct, then you will be learning about the evaluation technique, which means you will be understanding how to check whether your model that you have built is good for the future user or not. So you will be learning that. And once you find, okay, so there might be a situation where you have created the model, but in evaluation it is failing. So how to get the right model also you will be understanding. And then at the end, after all this evaluation step and modeling step, you will be learning how to deploy it, which means how do stakeholders, or how are you going to present it to your clients. So these steps you will be learning in machine learning, which comes under complete Python, EDA, and machine learning. And then we will be seeing how to get this data back into the warehouse. And then from there, you will be understanding about data visualization. So we will be seeing data visualization when we do EDA. So I'll just show you the sample graph here. So where this is about just one column. This is just about, one table where you'll be understanding how many missing values or how many incorrect data. So this, this complete report you can generate. And then same report in a more customized way, you can generate it, or you can say in a more advanced way, you can generate it in Power BI. So this is a complete step that you are going to follow. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So yes, Dadavali, that's all, from my side.
All right. Thanks, Kavita. Thanks for that explanation. So, Hari, so this is how we are going to start. So, this is how what we are going to learn in our 45 hours of course. Okay, I know that it's a very limited time to get this thing to get on, but the most important thing as a individual, as a a person who is seeking for jobs, who is seeking into this professional, IT field. Maybe you are an experienced professional, or you are a student, or you are a fresh grad, whatever you are. Okay, if you are looking into to jump into the field of data, so the first and foremost thing that you need to have is problem solving. So whatever the problems we give, okay, you should be able to sit patiently and able to solve it. We will be helping out you on different other techniques, how you can solve, how you can debug those problems. Okay, if you find any issues, how you can get it done. All these kind of techniques we will be showing you. And apart from that, you will be also having other fellow developers who will be working along with you. Maybe they are working on a different requirement. Okay, so when we say a project, you will not do the complete project. Okay, you will not be the whole and sole responsible for the project. Okay, you will be handling a module inside that project. Okay, so there will be other developers as well. They will be working on different other modules. So whenever you write a code, okay, your code will be shared to them. They will review it. If there are any mistakes, they will point it out. Okay, there is a mistake, or this is not the good way to write it. In this way, you can also understand how to write the code effectively. What are the best techniques to write that code? Okay, after that, how you push your code to GitHub or any other source safe technology, how you can push that code. Okay, and finally, how you can deploy this, how can you deploy this models into over the on the production server. Okay, so there will be a production server deployed, and you will be responsible for that as well. Okay, this all things will be taught in this particular course. Okay, I hope we are
Okay.
clear on that part, Hari.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Understood, right? So
Okay,
we will
yeah.
be like, yeah, maybe Rajesh can take up from here. Rajesh, we are good with us. Okay, so if you have any closing statements,
Yeah.
you can take it.
Yeah, DV. For now, from my side also, I'm fine, and I'll just talk to Hari one-to-one, and I'll let you know about the regular sessions in the coming days. And
Sure.
yeah, thanks for your time,
Okay.
DV, and thanks for your time, Kavita, and Hari as well. Hari, so management side, from I'll be the person, like maybe if you have any in career gap, if you have any like whatever the past out year you are. So what
Yes.
technically you are looking for and what gap we have, everything you can talk to me so that I can convey to the faculties accordingly. If you have some concerns, okay.
Sure.
Here, do you have any questions to DV or Kavita? If you don't have, we can wrap up this session for today, and I'll give a call personally, like phone call.
No, sir. No.
For now, no, right? Okay, fine. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Kavita. So we can wrap up this session for today, and I'll be in touch with you for the next sessions. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Rajesh.